Going to be doing some fishing here today on the Passadumkeag River here in the state of Maine. If you're watching this on the replay, I appreciate you tuning in. If you get value out of this content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share and comment. Let's see what we can do. I am really looking forward to this today. First cast on the live right there. It is a beautiful fall morning. Autumn is an awesome time of year to be fishing, in my opinion, here in the state of Maine. All right. This river has several different kinds of fish in it. It has pickerel in it. It has bass in it. Fish that I call like a river chub is what I call it. I've caught like a type of sunfish in here. So there's several different kinds of fish in this river. That breeze is a little cool this morning, I will say that. Not sure if I got weeds on that cast or not. We'll see. That one went right to the other shore. Yeah, I did. I guess I got plenty of weeds. But I didn't think I was going to make it all the way to the other shore with a cast either. Okay, come on, fishy, fishy. I'll move right under here for a minute, try a few casts over here, and we will work our way up the river like I typically do. I wanted to start here first. See if we had any luck right out of the gate. Close. We shall see. Appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. For people who just arrived, I am on the Passadumkeag River here in Passadumkeag, Maine. Oh, fish just went for it. There we go. There we go, guys. First fish of the live right there. We got us a pickerel. First fish is a pickerel. There we go. Right there. First fish is a pickerel. Not too bad. At least we got one so far. We're on the board. Right there. Get this back in the water. on the board. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can catch us another one. There we go, fish on. Ooh, we got a bass this time, guys. There's a little bass right there. Nice. So we get us a bass and a pickerel so far. Pretty little bass right there. There we go. God day, welcome. Nice little bass right there. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you like this type of content and you're not following me, if you would hit that subscribe button, that would be great. Zenny, welcome. All right. Off and gone. Yes, I have. Yep. I hope you have a good day. Let's go fishing. So we got one bass, one pickerel already, guys. Anxious to see how this turns out today. Getting cooler all the time here in Maine. Some of these mornings can be chilly. It's in the 40s this morning, I'm pretty sure. Appreciate those thumbs up. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to check out the live. Been on 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes now. Got 2 fish already. Got 1 bass, 1 pickerel. Hello, I see that. Hi. Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in. One's gonna go for it. One just jumped. Let's see. There we go. Boy, that's a good fish, whatever that is. I think it's a pickerel. Yep, nice size one too. That's a nice size pickerel right there. That came right out of the water for it. Look at that. That's a beauty. Oh, beauty right there. That's a beauty pickerel. Wow. Let me get that hook out. Shoot. Try not to lose all the hair on my lure. I just put the lure on before I started fishing. There it is, guys. Now the pickerel right there. We'll get this back in the water. off and gone. Yeah, I just put the lure on before I started fishing because the hair on it will only last so long. Last time I went fishing, and I think it was here, I used one, brand new one, and wore most of the hair right off of it. I got a little tangle here I got to try to take care of. There we go. Got that. You can see this hair on the end of the lure right here. This is a MEP spinnerbait. That's the spinner right there. It's a number 5. And that's what I'm using this morning. All right. So we're up to 2 pickerel and a bass. Why are you training it inside the water? Why are you training it inside the water? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're trying to say. Got a little bit of weeds on that one. All right. Right, make a couple more casts here and then we're going to work our way up the river. Cleaned off first. Let's go, let's go. So we've got 1 bass, 2 pickerel. Nice to see the fish out biting today. I am very encouraged by that. Try one more down along the shore. Down that way. Okay. We're going to fish our way up the river. We'll make our way up there. I've done really well up here the last couple times I've been here on the upper end of the river. We'll see how today goes. I'm kind of excited and looking forward to it. I'll make another cast right here first. go. Make our way up the river. Where is everyone watching from? Just curious. What state, what country? Hope everyone's having a great day. Or evening, or morning, or whatever it may be in whatever part of the world you're in. You can see all the leaves on the ground. Definitely fall is here. And here in Maine. The leaves are falling, the air is changing, and it is definitely cooling off. Welcome from Texas. Good to see you. Ken, appreciate you tuning into the live. Hope all is well today for you. All right, we're almost there. Okay, get up here on this corner and let's see if we can catch us some fish. This has been one of my favorite spots to fish this year. Up on this corner, I have caught a pile of fish. Well, I don't know what it'll be today, but boy, it's treated me some good this season. Especially the last couple lives I've done. If you get a chance to check out my last couple lives from here on the Passadumkeag River, here on YouTube, I highly recommend it because the last two lives have been phenomenal for the number of fish caught. Last live I caught several bass and a lot of pickerel. All right, here we go. I'll get out here right in front of my rock here. We'll see what we can do. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on, fishy, fishy. Hopefully the fishing here is good today. I skipped yesterday coming here, and I'm interested to see giving it a day's break. I'm sure other people fish it, but here we go. Fish on, first cast here in this upper end. Fish on. Here we go. Easy, bud. Easy, 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 easy. Nice little pickerel right there. Little pickerel right there. Check out the teeth on that. Hold on, let me get that leg behind me a little. Check out the teeth on that thing. Look at the teeth on the top of the mouth of that fish. Look at them. Wow. That is something else. Nice little pickerel. All right, first cast up here, first fish. If you think people would like this live, feel free to share it. That would be awesome. If you get a chance to watch the replay, feel free to share the replay as well. Leave a comment. If you like the content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Recently, the fishing has been super. I could not be... Oh, there we go. No, that was a bass. I saw that. And hopefully I can get that back. That looked like a nice bass. I set the hook as soon as he hit it. I guess I should have let him take it a little more. I thought it was a pickerel. I am pretty sure that was a bass, though. We'll see. See if I can get him to bite one more time. Sometimes the bass are finicky. Good morning, Arch. Sass, welcome. I'm going to try right here. Go right back for that bass if I can. I think that was a bass. Looked like it to me. I don't know if it'll bite again or not, but got weeds again. Had it for a second anyway. I'm right over a little weed bed right out here. You've got weeds here right in front of us that you can see, and then there's another one just under the surface. I think that's where the fish came out of, was that bed. A little weed bed there. couldn't tell. I think that might have been weeds there. Trying to stay just above that weed bed. Alright. I'll try one more cast out there for it. And if it doesn't seem to do good because weeds or whatever, I'll continue just doing what I was doing. I'll be right under the surface on this one. See if that helps. That's okay. Maybe we can still hook up with it anyway. Alright, let's get back at it. That was awesome to come up here and get one on the first cast up in this upper end. That pickerel. Let's go, let's go. Tried fishing the first time today, but sadly didn't catch anything. Sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully next time out you do okay. I wish you the best on it in tight lines. I appreciate you tuning into the live. Fishing can definitely be finicky at times. The fish can. Conditions, weather, all kinds of stuff can play big factors in it, I think. Recently here, where I'm fishing, it's been really, really good. I've been quite happy with how it's all worked out. Yeah, it was that weed bed. Took me right off sideways. I don't know if I got any on there. Not yet, a little bit. I'm going to cast up above it a few times. Welcome, good to see you. Sorry if I have to turn away and look real quick for a comment, because that sun reflection is kind of hard for me to see with the comments at the moment. I appreciate each and every one of you people being in here. Thank you so much for the support, taking time out of your day to watch live. So far on the live, I've got 3 pickerel and 1 bass. Great way to start the morning. Yeah, it was rainy and cold. Kind of predicted it was going to end up that, but it still was fun. That's awesome. What state or country are you in? Just curious, Abe. I think my lure isn't doing what it's supposed to. Yeah, messed up right out of the gate. Sometimes when it lands, it will catch itself. That's okay. We'll get a... Sometimes it'll get caught on itself, the treble hook. There we go. Get them weeds off. Yeah, we're good to go now. There. Watching fishing. Yes, sir. You're in Turkey, okay. Yes, Joseph, watching fishing. Hopefully catching soon. I have got 3 pickerel so far on the live and 1 bass. I really enjoy catching over fishing. Oh, fish just went for it. I don't know if you got to see that come right out of the water, but that was cool. See if we can get it to bite. We shall see. That was awesome to see that though. Couldn't tell what kind of fish it was. That was cool though to see that come right out of the water. Welcome, good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in. Here we go, fish on. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Pickerel number 4. Easy, easy. Pickerel number 4 right there. There we go. Pickerel number 4. 4 pickerel, 1 bass. Finally a fisherman. There you go. Off the Dock Outdoors. Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you like the content. Hit that subscribe button. That'd be awesome. You cast really far. That's awesome. I don't know if that's a problem or wind conditions with a problem. You only cast 15 to 20 meters. It could be quite a few things. Cool. I've never caught anything like that. I catch bass, catfish, trout, and bluegill. There you go. Off the Dock Outdoors. I get it. Off the Dock Outdoors 24. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, no, that's a chain pickerel. I have caught 1 bass today, 1 smallmouth bass. There's smallmouth and largemouth bass in here along with the pickerel. We'll get sunfish every once in a while, or I have anyway here. Usually a little lower on the river. I don't think I've ever caught one up here. But the pickerel up here, the chain pickerel, are kind of like what a pike is. Kind of like a northern pike. I'd still like to get that fish that jumped right in front of me. I saw it, but I don't know what it is. Got a little grass there, guys. Off the Dock 24 says hi. Well, welcome. I appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Appreciate you tuning in to the live today. Hopefully we can catch some fish together today. So far, so good. We're at 4 pickerel and a bass on the live. I'm hoping we can catch quite a few more. I see that. Hi, welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in today. Mountain Media, welcome. Good to see you. Alice. Red worms and bobbers would work. Right now it's artificial lure only here. And I usually only use artificial lures anyway. It's very rare that I would use a live bait. But this time of year it is artificial lures only right here. What line are you using? I'm using a 40-pound braid. Hello from Germany. I wish you'd catch a big fish. Sorry for my bad English. You're fine. You are fine. Jason, welcome. Thank you for that. I'm from down east Maine, and sometimes with my accent, my English isn't very good. People are like, what the heck did he say? So no worries there. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, all you gotta do is tap that screen twice. If you tap the screen twice, that should give me a thumbs up. That'd be great. I see another one. Thank you. You find value out of this content? You enjoy fishing and stuff and outdoor things? Hit that subscribe button. Join me on my journey. I do these fishing lives. I also harvest clams and worms here in the state of Maine. And I'll do lives while I'm clamming and stuff. So you can see the process I go through to actually dig them up out of the dirt and the mud here on the tidal mud flats here in Maine. You might be interested in that. What furry fish will you catch? I have caught, same here, fish for pike with artificial. There you go, Mountainous Media. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. Can't see everyone who's subscribed or anything, but thank you for anyone who has. Really appreciate that. Trying to grow this channel, and I'd love to get to 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think that'd be awesome. Try to skirt by this little weed bed, but nope, didn't make it. I was trying to, well, I did. I guess I did. We got hung up there for a second in it. Josh, welcome. Josh Fishing. Hanson, what are you fishing to catch? I am trying to catch, well, I'm catching bass, and I'm catching pickerel. Chain pickerel here in the state of Maine. That's what I am catching this morning so far. I've caught a bass, and I've caught 4 pickerel so far on the live. Fishing with Dawson. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. How you doing today? I'm doing well. How's the fishing been today? Good. Good, Josh. It's been chilly here in Massachusetts. I've been catching a lot of yellow and white perch recently. Yeah, I took yesterday off. I had to cut some wood and stuff, split some wood. But the 2 days before that, you can watch my lives here on YouTube. I did 2 lives from the same area, and if you rewatch those lives from this Passadumkeag River here, I think you'll be impressed with the fishing. The last couple times up here has been phenomenal, and so far on the live I've caught 4 pickerel and a bass. The last live, I can't remember if I had 4 or 5 bass. I don't know how many pickerel I caught, and some of them were close to 2 pounds of pickerel. I mean, it was just an awesome live. And this here so far is good. Know any French been that close to Quebec? No. I'm still tickled if I get English right. Sorry everybody if it takes me a second to answer the comments. I've got to turn just right because of sun glare. Get a little bit of, hold on 1 second. See if that helps a little. I'll just wipe that down a little. What's my favorite fish? All right, cool. Gonna go fishing in 10 minutes as well. That's awesome. I hope you do great. I hope you have a great morning fishing. Appreciate you tuning in. And tight lines, Mountain Media. Fishing with Dawson. What's your favorite fish to catch? Any fish really. I normally target bass. I like bass fishing. And but catching these pickerel when there's a lot of pickerel mixed in with them, I have a blast doing that. But I enjoy bass fishing. That's kind of what I tend to do. You like bass too, huh? There you go. Ooh, that was a nice jump over on the other side. That's a long ways out. Well, it's right off almost the other shore. I don't know if I can get that far. Hold on, guys. I haven't been out in here yet, but I'm going to try this. Got a little rock pile out here. I'm going to stand on this and see if we can reach it over that other side. A little ways. Not quite where I wanted it. I was hoping to get a little further. That is okay though. Try her again. Oh, just ain't got the oomph to it. That's alright. Mountainous Media. I sub to you. See you next time. I appreciate you subscribing. I caught some big sheep's head. One of our peers down here. That's awesome, fishing with Dawson. That is awesome. I've never caught a sheep's head. But they do look like an awesome fish to catch. For anybody who's tuned in for the first time, I appreciate you being here. I also have other content on my channel. I harvest worms and clams here in the state of Maine as well. I harvest bloodworms and I harvest clams here. So you may see content like that here on my page. My newest short, if anybody's interested, I haven't had a lot of traction on it. I thought it was cool. You can actually see wild turkeys on the mud flats here in Maine. I got a film of them. I was able to record them on the mud flats while I was clamming the other day. So if you want to see something cool, check out my newest short. Turkeys on the mud flats here in Maine. I thought that was so cool to see them on the mud flats. A little piece of weed, trying to keep them off if I can. A lot of leaves floating in the water right now too. I just subbed to you. I appreciate that, Fishing with Dawson. Do you create content as well, Fishing with Dawson? Do you have subscribers here on the channel? On the platform, I mean, on YouTube? Yes, sir, you do. That's awesome. You have many videos up? Just curious, you've been doing social media for a while? Posting fishing and stuff. I see Fishing with Dawson. I'm just curious. What do you normally, so you like bass fishing, you say you caught a sheep's head, So I'm assuming you do both, saltwater and freshwater. Thank you. I tell people about Jesus while I fish. There you go. I'm going to move up here a little bit more. I'll make a couple casts. Right up here. See how we do. Anxious to see where the adventure takes us today. Hopefully we can catch a few fish. We have caught a few pickerel so far. Got a bass. Oh, I felt like a bite. What is that? That's a weed right there. I don't know what the heck that was. I don't know what that was. Felt like there was a bite coming almost all the way across there. It's kind of strange. Huh. Just weird on my rod, I guess. Surprised I had it most of the way across. Like something kept tapping it. Have to go to church. Goodbye. See you next time. I appreciate that, Fishing with Dawson. I appreciate that. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, and I really appreciate you tuning in today. Good luck next time out fishing. Tight lines. All right, come on, fishy. Come on, come on. For anybody who's just tuned into the live, I am fishing here on the Passadumkeag River in Passadumkeag, Maine. I've caught several pickerel so far, chain pickerel. I've caught a bass. Might get into that little bit of weed bed right there. That was the one I was kind of casting up to from the other direction. I was trying to approach it this way. Yeah, I did. Trying to come on the back side of the weed bed and come this way. Sneak around it, I guess. All right. There we go. There we go, fish on. This is what I call a river chub. I'll show it to you. This is what I call a little river chub. Not sure what the name of it is, but that's what I call it. I'll show you from this angle. See all the... See? That's the mouth on it right there. No teeth really that I can feel. Get that back in the water. Pretty fun to catch. I've caught them a little bigger than that in here before. Catch them every once in a while. That might have been what was hitting my lure earlier. It was just tapping it. And it finally took it. I've had times before. I'll catch those frequently here. Be kind of cool to have a camera and be able to see what's actually down there that your lure's kind of going over the top of each time. Oh, here we go, fish right there, guys. Fish on. That's a bass. We'll get us a bass, guys. Get in here. Come on. Get out of them weeds. Out of them weeds. Get up here. Come on. Come on. It's a nice bass right there. Pretty bass. We'll take it. Hold on. I'll show this to you in a second. Get that out of there. There we go. Ow. Alright guys, I get my pliers. There we go. Right. Ooh, no. There we are, right there. There. Okay. We got us a nice smallmouth bass. Easy. Easy, buddy. Bass with a salad, I guess. Right there. Pretty bass right there. Nice fish. Nice fish. We can put it up there. Ha! Nice little fish, though. Let's get a weight on this. You guys want to see what this thing weighs? Check that out and see. See what we got here. Just over 1.5 pounds. 1.57. Not a bad fish. Easy. Easy, easy. 1.57. You take it. Get that back in the water. Nice little fish though right there. Off and gone. All right. Okay, let's see if we can get us another one. So we get a couple bass so far on the live. Got quite a few pickerel. Things are going well. Appreciate you guys hitting that thumbs up. We're at 19 likes. I appreciate that. That breeze is a little cool today. Seems it to me anyway. Tried to get just the side of that weed bed and got it. I like fishing that weed bed right there. Even though I catch it time to time. I like fishing it because I have caught several fish off the side of that weed bed. I didn't get anything on it, so that's good. We'll move up the shore here. Try a lot just about. Head our way up here a little bit today. Don't want to fall. Try our luck up this way. All right. That looks like just pickerel right there. See if we can get one right here. There we go. Got him. There we go, guys. There's another pickerel. I saw him. He was heading out in the water. Threw that lure just in front of it. That old map spinnerbait right there and got him. Awesome. Pretty little pickerel. Get back in the water. All right, let's see if we can catch us a fish. We have done really well on the live. I'm happy. The river here has been very productive for me the last few times I've been, and it's not disappointing today at all. This has been super. Let's go fishy fishy. Come on. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. You are back. Good to see you. Well, appreciate you tuning back in. Not sure if you saw, but a little bit ago I just caught a 1.5 pound bass. Don't know if you had stepped out before that or not, and I just caught a pickerel. So I've got a few fish. More, I think, than the last time you were in here. You'll have to watch it on the replay. That's the great thing about my lives. You can watch them anytime right there on YouTube. My last 2 lives, if you get a chance to watch them through, I would appreciate it. And not only that, I think you'll see some awesome fishing. The last 2 lives before this one on this river here on the Passadumkeag, that's where my last 2 lives have been from, has been phenomenal. And I had said earlier, I don't know if you were in here or not when I mentioned, my last short that I posted while I was harvesting clams here, Cantino, welcome. That would be Fisher, right? Because that's Spanish, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not good on my languages, but I think that's what it is. Welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in to live. Yeah, the turkeys that were on the tidal mud flats, I was clamming, and they come right down to the salt water. And, well, not to the salt water, but on the mud flats themselves. You can actually watch the video of them. They're scratching at the seaweed there. And feeding. I'm going to move up the river, keep going up the river a little bit. I want to try just up above. I haven't been up here for a while. Above this right here. I want to go up above, see how we have any luck. Or it's getting later here in the fall. Give me just a minute. We're not going real far. I've actually walked quite a ways up this river in the past. Kind of just play it by ear as far as how far I go. I'm anxious to see if the bass might be biting a little better further up we go. Let's see. Fishing with Dawson. Hello. Hello, GL. You see that? I appreciate that. I can use all the good luck I can get. Appreciate that, Adam. All right. Let's go, let's go. Let's see. I got some nice chain pickerel and a blue fox. I believe it. Well, let me show you. You mentioned blue fox. This right here is the MEP spinnerbait I'm using. This is it right here. It's the number 5 blade on it. But that's the MEP spinner I'm using. And yeah, I've used the blue fox in the past. Oh, that was a hit of some kind. I don't know what it was. That actually just smacked my lure and sent it off sideways a little. I watched it. Couldn't see what hit it though. It was interesting. I don't see anything in the water. Huh. Kind of strange. Paul, welcome. Hello from Ireland. Limerick City. Well, welcome. Good to see you, Paul. Appreciate you tuning in today. Hope your day is going well. Well, the afternoon there, actually. So far, the morning's going good here fishing. If this is your first time here, Paul, I appreciate you tuning in. And if not, thanks for returning. I'm fishing here in the state of Maine, here in the U.S., on a spot called the Passadumkeag River. I've caught several pickerel already, and I've caught a couple bass. So far, things are going well. Real happy with the live. Great group of people in here. I've been pleased with the way the fishing's been. I'm moving my way up the river some. Just to see how the bite might be up this way. I can always fish my way back if I need to, which I may. Just see how things go. For anyone who's new in the live, feel free to, if you like the content, to hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. You can join me on my journey. I try to do these fishing lives as often as I can. I've done 3 in the last 4 days. If things go well, and depending on my service, I may do another one today. Welcome, I see that. Thank you. Appreciate that. You subscribe. Thank you so much. I said earlier, I'd love to get to around 30,000 subscribers this year. I think that'd be awesome. Hopefully people will rewatch the lives and check out some of my short and long form content. That'd be great. I really appreciate the company on these lives though. The chat really helps pass the time. And I'm just really glad I can bring this to people who may not be able to get out and go fishing for the day. You know, they can check this out and kind of go along on the journey. What's the biggest fish you've caught today or in the past? Let me give you, in the past, my personal best on smallmouth bass is a pound, 3.5 pounds. 3. Ooh. I think I just missed a pickerel right there. Yeah, 3.5, almost 3.5. And my biggest largemouth bass was 5 pounds, 7 ounces. My biggest fish probably is a striped bass. It was, oh, there we go. Aha! Small pickerel, but we got one. Little pickerel right there. Easy, easy. There we go. And on the hook out. There. Nice little pickerel right there. Yeah, my striped bass, I've caught those up into the mid 30-inch range in the past, years ago. I did go striper fishing this year and didn't catch any. I didn't do it a lot. I'll be honest, I have a hard time if I'm not catching a lot of fish. Look at the teeth on a fish that small. Look at those. They're a lot like a northern pike, these chain pickerel. Obviously, they don't get as big as a northern pike, but they are something else for teeth. I have to check my line every once in a while, which I'm doing right at the moment, and getting it untangled. But I keep an eye on my line just above my lure here. Make sure it doesn't get chafed too bad. I'm using 40-pound braid too. Are they spawning there? No. No, spawn's over. As far as I know, I mean, that's usually in the springtime here. Yeah, I know for smallmouth and largemouth bass, it's in the spring. Into maybe early summer, but it's usually late spring, early summer that they will spawn the bass do. As far as the pickerel, I would assume probably around the same time, but I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest with you. You'd have to look that up. Dennis, welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to tune in. Feel free, guys, to share the live. And if you like fishing, feel free to watch the replay on this. Oh, I think I just see one. I'm going to cast back up above there. I think one just came out of the weeds right up above me here. We'll see if it did. I see the ripple after I went by, so just curious if one might have come out. Yep, we got one. There we go, right there. Here we go, guys. Another one right there. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Easy. Sorry, guys. There it is right there. Another one. Boy, the fishing's been good today. I can't complain about that. Good fishing. I'm glad I come up this way. I hadn't fished up this way in, it's got to be a few weeks now. I went a long ways up here the last time. I went up here, well, I was up here till I don't even know if you can see it on here. Furthest point up there on this side of the river over here. I was up off that point, which is a fairly decent walk to get back. But I actually caught a bass up there last time I was there. What bait should I use for perch? I got a vibrating bait. I don't know its name. I got a 5 gram baby jig, and I got an orange silicone fake bait. One, I would check with your rules and regulations. I know in the country that you're fishing in, there might be different rules and regulations, obviously, on what you can use. But I would try, for the area you're fishing, why don't you try looking up YouTube channels of the area that you're fishing and look for people who fish in your country for the fish you're targeting. That's what I would recommend. I mean, just because I'm fishing a certain type of lure here may not be as practical as something that would work in a different area here in the country. I mean, sometimes they're, universal. And I'm not saying that they're not. But a lot of times, if you can be area specific, I think that does help, to what, may work in the area you're in for the type of fish you're trying to target. I don't catch a lot of perch. I've caught some in the past, like white perch and stuff, but I don't do much perch fishing. Usually mine are accidental while I'm bass fishing. The chain pickerel I caught. head was from its nose to my knee. From my nose to my knee. It was a monster in Pennsylvania. I bet it was. That sounds like a beauty, Adam. Wow. I think someone in one of my last lives looked it up. The chain pickerel here in Maine, the record for the state, and I think it was 6 pounds something. One of the viewers that was watching, obviously, my live here, looked it up, and that was the record. The ones I caught the last time I was out that I weighed, the bigger ones, one was almost 2 pounds. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, you know, you get a lot of knowledge from watching different things, and then you've got to kind of be area specific to where you're at. And again, I can't stress enough the rules and regulations of where you're at. You know, I'd hate to ever steer anybody in the wrong direction of, you know, okay, this guy said to use this, and I'm not even allowed to where I'm at. You know, right now, the lure I'm using has got 3 hooks on it. It's a treble hook. Some places you may only be able to use one, you know, one hook lure. So, you know, some places might be fly fishing only. You know, some places may allow live bait, some places might not. I mean, there's so many variables. That's why I'm apprehensive a lot of times to say too much. You know, just so I don't get myself in a mess or steer somebody in the wrong direction. I want to see somebody have a good time, be successful, but I also want them to be mindful of what they're doing and be within the constraints of the rules and regulations that might be for their area. And I don't know all the rules and regulations definitely around the world for sure. Try to do the best I can, you know, keeping up to date with what I do, but I always tell people to do their own homework. That way they get to learn the rules and regulations of what they're targeting, the area, what may be in season or out. And that way they're not taking advice from me. So did you catch anything? Yes, I have caught some today. I have caught some bass, and I've caught some chain pickerel already. It's been a great morning so far. I would guess I probably caught 6 to 8 pickerel probably. I've caught a couple bass. It's been a very successful live. I'm happy. Been a great group of people in here this morning so far. Really tickled to have the turnout on the live from you guys. Adam, I looked here. Chain pickerel is 8 pounds 31 inches. State record, and I swear the one I caught was way bigger than that. I just called it, caught and released. Yeah, but got a picture of it. Well, that's nice. I wonder if maybe there's a way you could get an estimate on the weight from the picture. I mean, you know, obviously you need more than that to be, you know. But let's put it this way: it would clear up anything maybe that you had in your mind for a notion. Might be worth it. I wonder if there's a way you could calibrate it from your picture. You know, the weight, rough estimate anyway. Maybe you might be able to find out it's 5, 6 pounds, 8, whatever. You know, I don't know. I didn't see the fish, and I don't know. Are you sure it was a chain pickerel and not a northern pike? That's the other thing. Because your northern pike definitely get big. Shiners and minis are good for perch. There you go. Yeah, that seems really big for a pickerel, but I do know that they get that big. That's a really good pickerel, though. Boy, if you caught one that big, that must have been a heck of a fight. I'd like to have been there to watch the fight. I'll be honest, I've seen people fishing before, and I get so excited for them, whether I catch one or not. Just like, oh, come on, get it in, get it in. Sorry guys, I want to get that past that. Well, I don't know if that's a tree or what it is over there. It looks like some type of branches or something floating in the water. I just didn't want to lose my lure. I couldn't bring it all the way back in. Oh, there we go, fish. There we go, guys, right there. You got us another pickerel. Easy. Easy. Hold on, guys. There's the pickerel right there. Hold on, guys. I gotta get off this rock. Set my rod down, try to do this. Be a little easier. Alright, here we go. Let me grab that right there. There we go. Okay. That hook there. Get that one there. Not there. There we go. Now we'll get this pickerel back in the water. No, a woman had an app on her phone. She just took a picture of it and it told us that it was a chain pickerel. There you go. Good. Yeah, it's kind of neat because the chain pickerel, you can see like it's almost like chain links on the pickerel. And it's they're a little bit smaller dots on the northern pike. I think it was a YouTube short. I mean, yeah, I think I have posted a short of the northern pike I caught earlier this year. I know it was on one of my pages. I'd have to look back, but I have caught one northern pike, and I didn't know what it was, to be honest, when I caught it. But I found out later it was, and you could tell. I know right now from seeing it. If I were to see it again, you know, be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. I could just tell the difference now. I've tried to look at them enough and everything. Have you ever caught a muskie, Adam? Just curious. Have you ever been able to catch a muskie? I get to go to. I went to northern Maine. I've been up there a few times this year. Up on what we call the Crown of Maine, up in Aroostook County, and I ended up catching a muskie up there. That was really, really fun. Had a blast catching that. It wasn't a huge one, but I did catch one. I didn't get a weight or a length on it. I kind of was excited when I caught it, and I did get I got a video. I have posted it here on YouTube. I got it on all my platforms that I'm on, but I'm thinking now, geez, I should have at least got a weight and a length and all that. Normally I don't carry a tape measure, I just carry my scale. But it was cool. I was glad. It's a fish that I really wanted to catch someday, and I was able to catch one. So I was very happy with that. And not only that, I was really surprised. That was the only fish I caught that day. I fished several hours up there in northern Maine, and that was the only one I caught for a fish. I did have two other fish on, and I believe they both were bass. And didn't get to bring either one of them in. Whoop the shore here a little bit more. Get up there with this. This actually goes into a little cove, insert something up here. It might be something that comes out of it. It was dry last time I was here. I see there is a little water going up in there this time. But I actually walked right across it. This little opening here. Well, it looks like there's a brook, and I fished to the lower end of where that corner is last time I was here. Nope, never caught one. It was awesome. They like a northern pike or a chain pickerel, they definitely got some teeth on them. gorgeous day here for fall fishing. It is beautiful here. Huh. And you can see where people have walked right here. Had a canoe right there. I'm gonna walk across and see if we may be able to do something over here on the other side. Springtime, this is all full of water. I'm wondering how this might be for fishing in the spring. But we've been really low on the water, so definitely makes it more interesting conditions for sure. Yeah, there's a big beaver dam up above here, and I fished right up to that earlier this year. Oh, it's messed up. Sorry guys. When the line gets messed up, it's not good. Ooh, geez, my lure got bent. How that happened? Huh. That was weird. Strange. I don't remember knocking it or hitting it or anything. Oh no, let's see if that's straighter. There we go. There. John, welcome. Good to see you. I heard they're a real good fight. They are, Adam. They're musky or something. You should be able to find the video of mine here on YouTube. I'm almost positive I put it on here. You can see me catching it and releasing it. I was on the St. John River in northern Maine when I caught it. I can't. Oh, let's see. This is no. It was in September, I think. Might have been the 1st of October, but I think it was September. Yeah, it was in September if I remember right. John, good morning. Hoping for some good catches today. It has been a great morning for fishing so far here for me. Oh, here we go. Bass right there. So this is my third bass, John. This is my third bass. And I have caught a bunch of pickerel so far. But this is my my third bass. Hold on. There we go. Bear with me. Just trying to get that hook out. Back it this way, I guess better. There we go. There. There we go. Nice little bass. Hold on. Get the sun a little better there. There we go. Nice little smallmouth bass right there. Pretty fish. Yeah, you come in and said that, John, and bang, had a fish. Appreciate you coming in and saying that. Hopefully, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I've earned your sub out of that. Appreciate everybody who has subscribed today to the channel. Tickled to have you guys along for the journey. Well, let's see if we can catch us another one. Let's see how we're doing on time here. Oh, we're doing great. We are doing great, guys. Got just under 50%. Awesome. The last time I came up this far on the river, I caught a bass just above this. So I was hoping I might be able to catch a bass or two up here. Tickled I came up now. I'm going to do a little bit of a slower reel. I think his drop's fairly decent up in here. Definitely want to keep it off bottom in case there's logs and stuff. But just wanted to get down there a little bit. Yep. I'll try right here, and we'll go try anyway a little parallel along the shore a little. See how we do. Let's go. Come on, fishy. All right. There we go. Widen that shot out a little bit. Boy, there's been some action here with the old beaver, I'd say. What a beautiful day here. Absolutely gorgeous. Hope wherever you guys are watching from it's nice. Hopefully you've got a nice day going. Wind is definitely picking up. That is for sure. We'll go a little bit further up. I want to fish this corner up here. We'll work our way back down. Kind of got to watch out for holes here in this grassy area as well. Try to cast the two right here just outside these lily pads. See if we might get one or two here near the pads. They always intrigue me, lily pads. I'll try casting right up along here a little. Bring that in just a bit. See if we might not be able to catch something coming out from underneath them. I got caught in the glare there. I'm going to hit them pads. Oh well. See if I can jump them. There we go. Alright, get that out of there. Up above. Alright. Keep moving our way up. Ain't there some leaves falling here already? Ton of leaves already falling. Appreciate the thumbs up, guys. Thank you for tapping the screen. Much appreciated. All you got to do to put a thumbs up is tap the screen twice. That'll give me a thumbs up if you haven't already done it. If you're getting value out of the content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. That'd be awesome. Caught several fish today. A few bass. Caught some pickerel. It's been an awesome live so far. Great group of people. Good conversation back and forth. Got a little cove there that makes right up in here. Just a little, almost like a, not really an eddy, but kinda. I want to try that area right there. See how we doing that. See if we might be able to get us a fish out of that. We'll see. Now I'm going to actually walk around it and fish it from the other side. I'll make one cast right here, or two right here, but I want to fish it from the other side back this way. A little better with the sun glaring. I think I might have a little bit better chance. Ooh, fish on. What we got here? Big pickerel. Another pickerel right there, guys. Nice. There we go. Another pickerel right there. See if that light's a little better that way. There we go. Another pickerel. Off and going. What a great morning. Boy, this has been really good fishing. I could not be happier with the way the fishing's been. There's a fish. Another pickerel. There we go. Yeah, he's worth coming up here for sure. There we go. Got us another one. Wow. It has been some good fishing this morning. Got another pickerel right there. Off and going. Super fishing. Definitely catching some fish today. Oh, there we go. Oh, almost had another one. I saw it. Whoo. Hola, welcome. The fish Fishing has been awesome here. Oh, not be happy. That was another one just there. I think it was the same one. Let's see if I can catch it. Might have been that one I just missed. See if we can catch it this time. Come on, take it. You might have said heck with it after that second attempt. Alright, one more cast this way. I'm going to go around this and try fishing in that little point over there back this way. See how we do. And up that other shore a little bit. Alright. Let's see how we do up there. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you guys for tapping that screen. If you tap the screen twice, we'll have a like. 51 people in here, and we've got 29 thumbs up. Let's see if we can change that, guys. Let's see if we can get that up to 35 or so. All you gotta do is tap the screen twice. Tap it right there in the middle. Just tap, tap, and that'll give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Fishing here on the Passadumkeag River here in the state of Maine. I've got a bunch of pickerel today, chain pickerel, and I've caught several bass. It's been an awesome live so far. I want to thank each and every one who's tuned in today, who subscribed, and stuck with me on the live. That's great. Appreciate it. Oh, that's a good one. Holy sneaker. Look at that old beauty. That's a nice one right there, guys. That's a big one. That's a good size fish. Right there. Get that hook out. Easy, bud. Easy, easy. Easy, easy. There we go. Nice pickerel right there. Put that back in the water. Off and going. There's a nice pickerel. Get up here. There we go. Let me bend that just a little. Sorry. Bend that just a little. Boy, that was a good fish. Oop, another one. We got us another one, guys. Another one right there. Look. Right there in the grass. Hold on. I'll see if I can get it before it gets back in the water. Get over here. Get over here. There we go. Right there. He's a little dirty. We got him. Get him back in the water. Off and going. Lewis Brown, Outdoor Adventures. How's it going? My hand's muddy. No, things are going well, man. Appreciate you tuning in. It has been super fishing today here on the Passadumkeag River. Fishing has been great. I've got I don't know how many pickerel, probably close to a dozen in the last hour and a half, and I've caught 4 bass. Fishing has been super. My 2 lives before this, I didn't go yesterday. I went climbing in the morning, then I cut wood and split some wood yesterday, and so I didn't fish. But the 2 days before that, I came up here and fished, and boy, those were both excellent lives. It was a great turnout on the lives, and the fishing was phenomenal. Really couldn't ask for better fishing. It was great. A lot of fish. Well, I appreciate that, Lewis. Thanks. Did you get to fish today, Lewis, or no? Come on, fishy, fishy. Yeah, shut down my live. Never got way too rough for the kayak, I bet. Yeah, it's definitely breezy. That's for sure. Yeah, if you don't feel comfortable, no sense to be out there for sure. You got white perch and bass. There you go. Is you over on the Androscoggin again? I mean, I'm not saying Androscoggin. The one that comes out of Newport there. I can't remember it now, but you know what I mean. The river. I'm assuming you were back on that. I don't know why I can't. It escapes me the name of it. Welcome. Good to see you. Let's go. Let's go. Tiny pickerel just went for it. Passadumkeag, yes, okay, yes, sorry. Boy, for some reason, that escaped me. Yes. I still have not made it up there. I see where the park is, near the river. I thought about going up there, but I haven't made it up there yet, Lewis. I see the park area there on the river, and just not made it up. I've been doing really well here, so I figured I would stick where I was hoping I could catch a few. Not saying that's always going to happen, but yeah, I haven't been up to the Passadumkeag in a while fishing. Usually I fish it when I go to the Clinton Fair, but I didn't make it this year. Oops, there we go, fish on. Another pickerel right there. Got us another one, guys, right there. Easy, bud, easy, easy, easy. Easy, easy. Got us another pickerel. Off and going. I have good days and bad days down here. Yeah, I get you, man. I do. Same here. You know, these last 3 times I've been up here, it has been very good. I will say that. This time, not quite as good as when I was up here the times before, but I was later in the day the times before too. I was fishing, you know, afternoon, not morning. And as cool as it's been, I mean, I get that, you know. But I am very pleased with the fishing overall. I mean, I can't complain with that. Don't forget to hit that like, everybody. Guys, catching some good fish. I appreciate that, Lewis. And if you guys want to check out some more fishing content, Lewis said he just got off his live. He does fishing lives here too in Maine. Check his page out. I watched him a little I think it was last week I tuned in, Lewis, I'm pretty sure. Or the week before for sure anyway, and you were doing well. Man, you were catching some fish for sure. But yeah, you'll have to check his page out, guys. Thank you everyone for hitting that thumbs up. Appreciate that like button. 36 likes. All you got to do is tap the screen twice, everybody. Tap that screen twice and that'll give me a like if you haven't gave me a like already. That should help the algorithm to maybe push yourself. Oop, that was a hit. He wouldn't come back. Darn it. I don't know what it was. I think it was a pickerel, but we're going to try for it again. See if we can maybe get it to bite. It was right in there. There we go. Oh, 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 I saw it. It was a pickerel. He come over real quick, but he just barely touched it. Oh, Lewis, no problem, man. You do a good job. You are going to ice fish this year and do lives, right? There we go. Fish on. Fish on. Yeah, I got him. Ha ha. Do you set the traps up? Do you jig in the 10, or what do you do? Or both? Just curious, Lewis. Now the pickerel guys. Off and going. There's a huge hole that goes underneath right here. I don't know how deep this is, but it's quite deep, looks like it to me. And I'm wondering how many of them stacked up in there. Let's go, let's go. Yes, I'll be live ice fishing. That's awesome. Now, do you set just tip-ups out and fish? Or do you have the type of ice fishing thing that you can jig them to inside, or what? Do you do both? Just tip-ups? What do you do? I jig and use traps. There you go. Awesome. I haven't iced fish in probably 35 years. Well, no. It's been sooner than that. Let's see. 20 years probably. I think I went once and twice one winter. And before that, I was a teenager, went a couple times. Or early 20s maybe. See an alligator? I don't think so. They are an awful cold alligator. Temperature's probably in the 50s right now here in Maine. And I went through one spot coming up here today. It was 37 degrees. I don't think your average alligator would probably make out too well in this weather up here right now. I had a fire going in the wood stove before I left the house. Made sure that was going good before I left. Okay, I'll move up here a little bit. There's a huge beaver dam up here, just to the left of them trees. Let's see if I can show it to you. See a beaver dam right there, just to the left of the trees. It's a pretty good sized dam. House, beaver dam, well, I guess the beaver house is what you call it. No, it's not a dam. It's beaver house. But I was up by it. As far as I've been up this river, is basically where I see that hole right there. I guess you can't. There's a hole that goes down in right there, and that's deep. Definitely want to watch where you walk in here. I almost fell in one last time I was here. I did not, thankfully. But I was like, wow. If I got in that, I'd be in a mess. Especially being this far from my vehicle. I'm gonna right out here, I think. Cast the two out here. Try it. Leonard, welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in. People in here. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. I'm fishing here on the Passadumkeag River here in the state of Maine. I've caught some bass, caught some pickerel. Fishing has been awesome today. I appreciate you coming into the live. Still got 32% on the battery. We're doing great. You have a better chance to see. You have a better chance of seeing a mud puppy. Seeing a mud puppy. What's a mud puppy? Help me with that. What am I missing? Did you see my video, Lewis, of the turkeys on the mud flats? I posted that short. Have you seen that yet? If you guys want to see a cool short, it's my last short that I just posted on this channel. I was digging clams on the here on the coast, Maine, on the tidal mud flats, and I had turkeys right in front of me on the mud flats down there. They were scratching over the rockweed down there and feeding. If you get a chance to check that out, that'd be great. Give it a thumbs up, maybe even share it. But to see turkeys right down on the saltwater mud flats was pretty cool. I have a longer video I'm going to post in the future. I took a long form video as well, but that short I thought was pretty cool, so people could see them on the shore. Well guys, I think I'm going to work my way back to where I originally was. And try to watch out for not falling in holes. Mud puppy. I did not realize that. You'll have to check it out. Yeah, it was pretty cool to actually see the turkeys down there on the mud flats. Because something else. I've seen them a few times, but that was a pretty good video that I got of them actually scratching and feeding. That's the thing I was excited about. I was pretty excited to get it. All right. Well, we'll make our way back towards the bridge, back towards where the hot corner is there. This corner up here that I usually fish, man, it's got some nice fishing on it. There he is, my buddy from the UK. How's it going today, Neil? Hope your hold on. Hope your afternoon is going well over there. I had to just check the time. Whew. All right. Let's go fishy. Not bad. Awesome. Oh, fish on. You got us a fish. See what we got. This is what I call a river chub. Hey, Lewis, are you still in here? If you're still in the live, let me know. Let me know, Lewis, if you're in the live, please. If you put a comment in, that'd be great. I could ask you a question. Hello, welcome, Daniel. Lewis, are you still here? Had to hold these fish. If you're here, Lewis, can you tell me what kind of fish you call that? I call it a river chub. See the scales on it? It's not a perch, I know that. But I call these river chubs, is what I call them. No teeth really in the mouth. I don't feel any teeth. Just curious what you'd call that, Lewis, if you're still in here. I do catch them once in a while in here, those right there. Little chub, yeah, I call them river chubs is what I call them. And the reason I do that is because I catch them here in the river. I don't know, I'm sure there's a name for them, but that's kind of what I call them. Just because of where I catch them. Hooks. Looks like the carp family. It does a little, yep, I will give you that. No, you're right there. I think that's fair, Daniel. That's the second one I've caught today here in the river. For the people who just joined in, I've caught several bass today. I've caught a bunch of chain pickerel. The fishing has been great. My last two lives, if anybody's interested in watching them, rewatching them, now that they're posted up here on YouTube, if you like seeing people catch fish, I highly recommend checking out my last two lives here on the Passadumkeag River. I have caught a lot of fish. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If this is your first time here, thank you for tuning in. If you're getting value out of the content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'm excited that you've tuned in today. It's been a fantastic live. Daniel, curious where you're watching from, what state or what country? Leonard. I'm also from the UK fishing. That looks awesome. Yes, it is, Leonard. It's a beautiful day here. Got a lot of leaves on the ground. We've lost a lot of leaves so far, but it's beautiful. Maryland resident, any tanks this morning? Nothing huge. A little over 1.5 pounds, my biggest bass this morning. I've caught a lot of chain pickerel this morning. Caught a couple what I call river chubs this morning. And I think I'm up to 5 bass. But quite a few pickerel along the way. Last couple hours I've caught a lot of fish, let's put it that way. You're in California, Sacramento. There you go. Do you do much fishing on the river for stripers? Just curious. The reason I ask, I go striper fishing here once in a while. And I know that area out there has good striper fishing from time to time. Oh yeah, well, and I don't mean this in a bad. Do you follow my channel? I can't keep up with all the people who do, but I didn't know if you realized I actually harvest bloodworms for a living when I'm not harvesting clams. That's what I'm doing right now, is basically harvesting clams here. But I've harvested bloodworms for decades now. I know they use them a lot out there in Sacramento, bloodworms and sandworms. You guys call them pile worms, but I call them sandworms. But I didn't know if you knew that or not. My legs are bad, so I fish from my boat. Hey, no, I don't blame you there. I get that. I got my first muskie last month on the Potomac River in West Virginia. No other fish will ever live up to that moment. Maryland resident, I caught one this year up in northern Maine. Wasn't a big one. I'm curious how big yours was, but mine was 20 something inches, but nothing huge. I'd say low 20s, probably 23, 24 inches, just guessing. That's what I would guess. I do have a video here on my YouTube of it, catching it and releasing it. But no, it was phenomenal to catch a muskie. I'd love to catch one of the bigger ones. Oh yeah, that's great bait. Yeah, I harvest those, Daniel. If you get a chance, you can check out my page here. I've got a lot of short videos on harvesting them, digging them and stuff. You ever get into your bait at Ghost Bait and Tackle out there? I follow them on social media some. I think there's another one called Fruit Ridge that I follow once in a while. I think that's just kind of neat that you fish out in that area. I think there's might even be another one called Johnson's, I'm not sure, out in that area. I haven't checked them out in a while, but I know that's some bait shops, I think, in that general area. I didn't have any measuring tool for me, but it had to have been 3 feet. That's cool. Felt the same as when I'd hooked into a shark in the Chesapeake. Wow, that's awesome. Have you caught, I'm assuming you've caught stripers before in the Chesapeake, Maryland resident, and if that's the case, would you say the fight was better than a good size, 3-foot striper? Just curious. Oh, I'm excited for you. I would have loved to have seen it. That'd been so cool. I know in northern Maine here on the St. John River and, tributaries of it, there's people have caught some really nice muskie up there in the past, up into the 40-inch range. Daniel. Yeah, I go to Freeport Bait and Tackle in the town of Freeport, right along the river. Yes, I've heard of them. I have heard of them before. Yeah, I've harvested bloodworms ever since I was a little kid here in the state of Maine, and my family at one time had a business that used to ship them. People in my family, so that's cool to hear that. All right, keep making our way back. How is the weather, Daniel, out in California today? Out in the Sacramento area. I think you guys got rain coming next week, they say. I think that low pressure is supposed to come in, and if I remember right, I think they said Montana and stuff from the low. I think in Montana and stuff, they're supposed to get actually snow. Montana and Idaho. And up into, I think maybe even the mountains into Washington State. I know, but that might bring some rain your way. Let's go, let's go. Oh, there we go, fish on. There we go, another pickerel. We have been on a pickerel binge here today. We have caught some pickerel. Hold on, buddy. Sorry about my arm getting in front of the camera there, guys. Trying to get that hook. Oh, there's the pickerel right there. I just want to show you that, and then I'll get that hook out. There we go. There. Got the hook out. We'll get that back in the water. Off and going. I got you playing on my phone and my live from earlier, playing on my second phone. Yeah, I don't do that. I personally wouldn't recommend it. Just because they'll go back in and you don't want to get them tracked into your stuff either or anything. I let mine all be organic. I have had enough time in 4 and 1 phone. I say that. I mean, of course, we've got, me and my wife both got one, but yeah, right now it's about 75. Still early in the morning. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little after 8 in the morning there. That's right. Oh, there we go. Another one, guys. We got us a bass this time. Little bass came up through the weeds that time. Instead of a pickerel. Got us a little bass. Nice little fish. Nice little bugger. Put that back in the water. Productive little spot. Thank you. Nice color on the bass. Yeah, pretty. Pretty color. Oh, I had a fish. I don't know what it was, but we did have a bite. wondering if things might be picking up a little bit towards the middle because of the water warming up maybe a little bit, or it's getting a little later in the morning. Like I said, normally the last couple lives I've done here, it's been later in the day, more afternoon stuff. Yeah, they hit that weed patch. It's all right. I'm going to cross over the other side of this little indentation. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Yeah, no, there was a good color to it. Nice to see a little bit of water coming back into the river here. It's been so low. When I came across here earlier and fished where I just was, up above towards that beaver house, there goes a pickerel right there. Probably a smaller one up in this far. But when I came across here earlier, this right here where I'm going to cross, I mean, there's not a lot of water, but it does go up in there a ways. There was no water here. It was dry right across. So we have gained a little water. I was nervous when I first came across here because I didn't know what the bottom would be like. But it's a nice solid bottom in this area right here anyway. At least the spots I've crossed. I gotta make my way back to the old hot corner. See how much time we got. We are at 15%, guys. We are winding down on the line. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate it if you would. If you like the content, feel free when this live has posted to go back and check it out. And feel free to share it with friends and people you might think might be interested. Definitely had a blast catching fish this morning with you guys. I'm going to do a few more casts up above here. Just making my way up here first. I'll make a couple casts. What a gorgeous day. I may be going live again this morning. Not 100% sure yet. I can see what kind of service I have in the next spot. But I'm going to try. I will hook my other battery and stuff up. Hopefully be able to do another live. Not sure where, what river, or what I'm going to do. We shall see. Laugh out loud. I did that once too. Think about 3 feet. It can get scary. Yes, it can. I agree. Nope. Like I was saying, Daniel, I grown up around the coast here in Maine, harvesting worms up and down the coast, all over the state. And we call them honey pots, where you dig, real soft spots in the mud. And almost like spring holes probably under the mud or something. And I'll tell you, boy, you get stuck in one of those, it can be scary. I've been almost to my waist when I was a kid before in one. My dad had to get me out And I mean, people have really gotten deep in those, up the chest. I've had friends of mine go over their waist in one before, and actually been there when it happened. It can be a little nerve-wracking at times. I've heard of a guy almost being up to around his neck in one. I could not imagine it. I didn't personally see that one, but I've heard, and you can hear different things. But I'm sure it's possible. Definitely want to respect areas you've never been in, of the potential hazards maybe. Whoa, almost down. Well, I got my exercise in today, that's for sure. I'll get warmed up for splitting wood later again. I'm gonna try to cast a 2 radio, I think. Anything goes. How's it going? Too funny, yeah. What are you catching? I am catching I'm catching pickerel today, chain pickerel and bass. Largemouth and smallmouth bass. I grew up in Canton in Maryland, Chesapeake. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Adam. Have you met Luke McFadden? That's what I need to know. The old crabber down there. I'm just curious. Luke seems like such a nice guy. Well, he is. I shouldn't say seems. I've actually met Luke. He came up and did some videos with me, actually worming. He came up here and met him and Lindsay and stuff, and they seem like really nice people. I have never seen a pickerel. Can you show me one? I didn't keep any of them. They look like a northern pike, though, in a way. They're smaller than a northern pike, but the teeth are kind of like a northern pike would be. A very teethy fish. I'm able to catch one before the live ends. If not, anything goes. Hit that subscribe button. That would be great. On baby eels, there you go. Yeah, I've heard them work really well, especially this time of year in the fall. I use bloodworms in the spring and sandworms. Here, well, more late summer, late spring, early summer, when the run starts. I'll be honest, I'd like to come down your way and do some bass fishing down in like New Jersey and stuff. I think that'd be cool. Be careful, buddy. Looks like a good place for snakes. Well, with it getting cold, I don't know how many would be around right now. Every once in a while, you'll see a snake once in a while. I haven't seen one. I don't know if I've seen one this year. Maybe one. See a few last year. Yes, I waded out in the water. Put sticks, run lines. Every foot within a half an hour. Bushel of crabs. Wow. Do you follow Luke at all on social media? Fishing Vessel Southern Girl? If not, he's got a cool channel. Luke McFadden. If you don't, I highly recommend it. Adam. He's out of the Chesapeake Bay. That's where he fishes out of Maryland. Fish on, guys. Well, there's the pickerel right there. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to